Hello there, you guys. I hope you're all doing well. Today I want to film another video kind of similar to the one I did 2 videos ago, where I just kind of set up 2 cameras, film making some herbals, and chit chat and have fun. But by the stove today because, excuse me, lips will miss, because I need to use the stove for a little longer, and it's a little bit easier when I just start over here. Here, have a duck. I have some pretty big December goals when it comes to videos. I'm not entirely sure how it will all pan out because, as I discussed in that last one, having a puppy is a lot of work and it definitely gets in the way of trying to get all of my filming done. But I'm gonna try my best, and making videos like these is pretty helpful. So, without further ado, today I am gonna be making some elderberry syrup. At this point, I'm pretty much fresh out of all I brought from Virginia, and figured it would be a pretty good video to just make to share with you all now. Today's actually a pretty exciting day. My childhood best friend, who I've been friends with since I was 2 years old, is coming out and staying with me for a little bit. And I have to go pick her up from the airport in a couple of hours, so I'm trying my best to do this as timely as I possibly can. Thankfully though, elderberry syrup does not take a whole lot of time to complete. In the video I posted yesterday, if this hopefully gets out tonight, which I suppose we'll see, it's gonna depend on when I get back from picking my friend up at the airport and COVID tests and some of those big important things. But in the video that I shared with you all yesterday, I was attempting to film a vlog of kind of what I've been trying to do to get to know the land out here. And unfortunately, it did not quite go as planned. There were a lot of hazel interruptions and just other things that were out of my control, but I ended up still trying my best to salvage some of the footage. But that's not what I want to talk about right now. I more want to ask your opinions on making videos like how I intended with that. I'm hoping with my friend coming out here, her name is Sydney, I'm just going to refer to her as Sydney. So with Sid coming out here, I'm hoping that I'll have more time to really focus on the things like that, like work. She'll be able to kind of take Hazel for a second so that I can go film talking like this for a minute, because right now I have her worn out and occupied, but it does not last all day. So my hope is that once Sid is here, she'll be able to just take over some puppy duty for a few minutes so that I can film more videos like that. But as I say in all of my videos, it is really a journey right now to get to know this land. And yesterday when I was trying to film and share with you all what I was doing, I think I stumbled upon a pretty good process for it all. If you watch that video, you will have seen that I made some rosehip jam. It was not entirely successful. I did not love the recipe. I used the jam recipe that I generally use, and I think that it just would have benefited from some more flavors. Afterwards, I did some research and saw a lot of people were combining apples and oranges, and I just think that would have made it really, really good. It was just a little bit lacking, but it was a very long and tedious process, and that's kind of one of my favorite ways to do any type of working. Besides, it was with rose hips, which are things I'm familiar with as we have rose hips out in Virginia. A lot of the plants up here I don't really recognize, and it's kind of hard to really work with them because I just don't have any understanding of them. And I think working with something I'm semi-familiar with, but using it from here, which is a place that is slightly different, has a lot of great benefit. One of the things I've learned over the years of practicing is that each plant kind of has its own personality. You could have a whole grove of pine trees, but each tree is gonna sing a little bit differently. And that's something that's really beautiful, but also something that makes it just that much more challenging to work with. And so coming out here, the song is obviously very, very different compared to what I'm used to. But I have at least a basic understanding of, you know, the herbs and the plants that I do recognize, like roses or pine trees, though the pines out here are very different from the ones back home. But moral of the story here, I think I'm finding that working with something that has a similar energy, or at least something that I semi-recognize from back home, gives me the opportunity to really undress the differences in the energies that it's fed out here by the sea and in this new place, and understand it a little better. I can see the nuances in it that I don't quite get from things that are just completely unfamiliar to me, hence rosehip jam, and I'm hoping to start kind of experimenting some more with the pines. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of plants on my property that are medicinal or edible, and the things that I do have access to, I'm not entirely sure if they are useful or deadly poisonous, and I'm just going to go off and assume that they are deadly poisonous until I know any better. Okay, I'm gonna get this guy simmering, and then it has to sit and simmer for about 45 minutes. So once I get it simmering and sitting, I will talk to you a little bit later. See you soon. Okay, hello there you guys. So I have this simmering now, and I was just looking at my timing. My friend her flight is coming in a little bit earlier, which is great and exciting. Excuse me, please sit. Let's go get your monkey. There you go, Bean. So I need to finish filming this video a little bit quicker, and I thought I would just pop in and talk to you guys while this was a simmering. Sorry, I'm playing tug. One moment. Did you steal this? When did you steal this? Huh? Oh my goodness, Hazel. Your monkey. Your monkey's almost dead. He's nearly headless. Oh, I'm making elderberry syrup. Hi there, you guys. I ended up getting a phone call. I got the elderberry syrup almost pretty much finished. It is now just cooling off on the stove while I am on my way. Oops. But I will take you with me on finishing it a little later when I get back. But for now, I am... Continue straight. Oh, continuing straight. Hello there, you guys. I guess I should probably inch closer over here. Actually, I use the audio from the camera over here, so I'm gonna be over here. So I am back home now. It is pretty late in the evening, and my friend is trying to go to bed, so I am being a little bit quieter, but I reviewed some of the footage, and I just thought it would be best if I took some time to close out. Filming did not exactly go to plan today. There were a couple of things that went wrong, or well, not necessarily wrong, but just derailed my plans and made me lose track of time, and just had to shift how filming went, and that's okay. That's how it goes nowadays. And right now I've decided that I'm going to try to go with the flow with videos and create what I can create instead of being so harsh with what everything is, just because it is hard right now to film and to work on things. I don't want to nitpick everything, and I'm just, you know, this is still a video that I feel like could turn out well. I did review the footage, as I said, and I will not be filming in this area anymore. This camera right here is not a very good camera, and it's pretty worn out nowadays, and it's just too dark over here. I was thinking it would be a little bit better, but it can't handle it, and the image quality is just not that great. This stove is not very beautiful, and it's far prettier to work by the window, but I thought that it would be okay. And I mean, it is okay, but the image quality for this video is really not quite up to par with what I normally would like to create, so that is a little bit of a bummer, but you live and you learn, and instead of just trashing this video like I normally would, I'm gonna try my best to make it work. As I said before, I do have some pretty big goals for December posting, and it'd be a waste to just get rid of this video. So here it is, even though it is not exactly my most proud. But beyond that, today was a pretty good day. I went and picked up Sid at the airport. It was so empty in that lot. I was amazed. And then we went and got some COVID tests just to make sure all is well. We've been wearing masks in the house until our tests get back. But right now she's in her room, so and will be for the rest of the night, so I feel comfortable being out here like this. But I've been pretty careful, and I don't suspect anything on my part, but I want to make sure that I am being fair and not making her be the only one who gets a cotton swab up the nose. And besides, we got to the testing center, it was walk up, and we walked in and there was no line, and they did it in a matter of minutes. It was great. I was very impressed, and it was far easier than the other one I did in Baltimore. So this one was so lovely, and the man was so nice and kind, and it was kind of his end of the day shift, and we were just chatting for a while, so that was lovely. But then we got up here. Unfortunately, the sun went down before we got back, so she hasn't seen all the beautifulness of this area. I've been wanting to bring her out to Washington since we were kids, but our schedules just never lined up, so it's pretty exciting to have her out here now. Besides, Hazel loves her, and it was great. I reviewed the footage while she played with Hazel. I have not been able to sit down and edit for that long since I got the dog, and I love her dearly. I don't know if you can see her. Yeah, you can. She's sleeping down there, but it is very rare that I get to really sit down and fully review all the footage I took, so I'm hopeful that I can get more work done now that she's here than I was getting done prior, which would be really beneficial to what I have planned. But I'm just sitting here now finishing up the elderberry syrup. I left after it finished simmering, and it has to go through a cool down stage before you can really add all the finishing touches, and so I just kind of left it until I got back, and well, until Sid went to bed now. So it's getting pretty late, and I'm still hoping to be able to finish this video and upload it to you all tonight, but it is, well, it's almost morning here, so you may get it really early in the morning, but that is okay, I think. But I hope you all enjoyed this video and this new format of Rebels. I'm really enjoying making them this way. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.